Welcome to the global trailblazing paths across our world. Imagine a place where over 200 islands shimmer in the Mediterranean sun, and freedom means letting go of everything, even your clothes. In Croatia, bare skin is nothing to hide. Here, strangers greet you on powdery beaches, and the sea breeze whispers, "Live as you are." Why has this tiny country become the capital of naturism, a playground where tradition and boldness dance side by side? Behind ancient stone walls, you'll find people who laugh louder, love harder, and dare to live with nothing left to prove. Croatia is more than sparkling coastlines or dramatic history. It's a place where you can drop your guard, rediscover happiness, and step outside every comfort zone you've ever known. But amid all this sun-soaked beauty and radical freedom, there's a secret about Croatia that no one ever expects. Are you ready to uncover it? On a sunny afternoon in Croatia, a king once swam naked with his lover, and today, everyone from bankers to backpackers follows suit. This is the birthplace of European naturism, where Ponta Kriza, Vala Beach, and the wild shores of Rab Island invite you to strip away shame and soak in pure, salty freedom. What started as a royal scandal in 1936 has become a way of life. Croatia's naturist beaches welcome all, blending ancient tradition with open-minded hospitality, even as church bells ring nearby. Locals laugh at embarrassment, and tourists leave with more than just tan lines. It's not just about nudity. It's a celebration of being alive. Unfiltered. Would you dare to bear it all here or keep your secrets hidden? But freedom in Croatia goes far beyond the shoreline. Picture a sunlit promenade along the Adriatic, where every woman you pass carries a quiet confidence as striking as the coastline itself. Croatian women blend Mediterranean radiance with Slavic strength, glowing skin from days by the sea, dark eyes that hint at 1,000 stories, and laughter that travels farther than the wind. But there's more here than beauty. Generations of resilience run deep, shaped by wars, waves, and history's wild turns. Modern careers mix effortlessly with tradition. You'll see flowy summer dresses in ancient towns and power suits in bustling Zagreb cafes. What's truly magnetic is their spirit, a warmth that draws you in and a zest for living that never fades. Would you follow their rhythm, or just watch from afar? But the real flavor of Croatia might just surprise your senses. In Croatia, food is a living story, and every bite whispers history. Picture golden olive oil, pressed from trees older than the nation itself. Poured over bread in a seaside tavern, taste the sharp, crumbly pag cheese, made from sheep grazing wild herbs on salty island hillsides, and feel the burn of rakia, a fiery fruit brandy served with a welcoming smile. These aren't just local specialties, they're edible legends. Every recipe is an inheritance, guarded for generations, tying families to their land and the sea. The flavors here linger bold, raw, unforgettable. Would you start with the cheese, the oil, or raise a glass to new friends? But Croatia's story isn't just told at the table. It explodes in color and chaos, out on the streets, sides, and feel the burn of rakia, a fiery fruit brandy served with a welcoming smile. These aren't just local specialties. They're edible legends. Every recipe is an inheritance, guarded for generations, tying families to their land and the sea. The flavors here linger bold, raw, unforgettable. Would you start with the cheese, the oil, or raise a glass to new friends? But Croatia's story isn't just told at the table. It explodes in color and chaos, out on the streets. Every February, Croatia throws a party that turns winter upside down. Streets explode with color as masked figures dance, parade, and poke fun at the world. The Pust festival isn't just a masquerade, it's centuries of tradition wrapped in humor and defiance. Picture bell-wearing zvonchari stomping through town, driving away bad spirits with thunderous clangs, while handmade floats and wild costumes fill the air with mischief. But this chaos hides clever commentary here. Laughter is protest, and every mask tells a deeper truth. Locals torch a straw effigy to banish the year's woes, sending worries up in smoke. Would you join the parade or watch from the shadows, but behind the noise and wild celebration? Croatia holds a quieter magic. What secret do the locals keep when the music finally fades? Imagine a place where doing nothing is considered an art form. In Croatia, it's called Fjaka, the blissful state of simply being, letting time melt under the Mediterranean sun. Locals sprawl on sun-warmed stones, watching waves and clouds drift by, free from the rush that rules the rest of the world. But Fjaka isn't laziness. It's a philosophy knowing when to pause, breathe, and let happiness catch up. Here, slowing down is a secret to strength, not a weakness, the perfect balance between celebration and stillness. Would you surrender to Fjaka, or fight the urge to relax, yet just as you start to unwind? Croatia surprises with another burst of creativity hidden not in museums, but woven into its streets and stones. Wander through Croatia, and art leaps out where you least expect it. In Zagreb, the city becomes a cosmic treasure hunt, scaled down planets from the Nine Views installation, hide among cafes and cobblestones, turning every walk into an adventure. Farther along the coast, ancient stone walls rise without a drop of mortar, built by patient hands to tame wild winds for centuries. Every street is a gallery, every arch a memory. In Hum, the world's smallest town, time stands still among medieval stones and mysterious scripts carved by monks. Here, architecture isn't just seen, it's felt, a living memory of survival and ingenuity. Which masterpiece would you search for first, a hidden planet or an ancient wall? But Croatia's genius isn't locked in the past. Its creativity is still blazing new trails. In Croatia, adventure is just a flight away, and you don't need to break the bank. Land at Zagreb International Airport, hop on a quick train or bus, and suddenly you're sipping $2 espresso by the Adriatic Sea. Sleep in a cozy hotel for less than $60, or pitch your tent under the stars for the price of a pizza. Here, even camping can mean nothing but the sky, and nothing on you. Forget tourist traps. Real freedom is living like a local, wandering open markets, or sharing stories at a seaside cafe. Croatia is the rare gem where wild beauty meets budget travel of no stress. No dress code. What would you choose? Island hopping, mountain trails, or a barefoot midnight swim? But if you think Croatia's magic ends here, wait until you see what nature creates next. Croatia is a playground sculpted by nature itself. More than 1,200 islands scatter across a turquoise sea, each with its own secret. On Pag Island, whisper a word on the pier and hear it echo from end to end. Zlatni Rat Beach shifts shape with every breeze, drawing new lines on the sand each day. And then there's Plitvice Lakes, 16 emerald pools linked by waterfalls, glowing with unearthly colors, a fairy tale made real. Over 10% of the country is protected parkland, a wild world for hikers, dreamers, and anyone who's ever longed to disappear into beauty. Even Dubrovnik, the pearl of the Adriatic, is a living legend where ancient stones meet the endless blue. Where would you begin? Island, forest, or city of legends, but Croatia's greatest wonder might be the human spark that keeps reinventing it. Croatia's creativity burns bright and wild. This is where the necktie was born, a fashion icon that traveled from Croatian soldiers to every boardroom on Earth. It's the birthplace of Nikola Tesla, the electric genius whose ideas still light up the world. Here, even the waves play music in Zadar. The sea organ transforms crashing surf into haunting melodies, an invisible orchestra led by the wind. And heartbreak becomes art at the Museum of Broken Relationships, where lost love turns into stories for strangers to share. Croatia doesn't just celebrate its history, it reinvents it, setting world records, turning heartbreak into humor and play into poetry. Would you invent your own legend here, or just marvel at theirs, but as our journey circles back? What truly defines Croatia is more than the sum of its wonders. So, what is Croatia, really? It's the shimmer of sunlight on bare skin and ancient stones. It's a land where laughter rings louder than old church bells, where freedom isn't just a word, it's a lifestyle, woven into every moment, every meal, every bold leap into the sea. Here, the islands are not just geography, but states of mind, wild, inviting, untamed. The beaches aren't for showing off, but for shedding what the world expects of you. Every festival mask, every crumbling wall, every glass of rakia shared at sunset tells the same story. Life here is richer for those who dare to live it fully, honestly, and sometimes scandalously. Croatia isn't about perfection. It's about presence, about slowing down, tasting the air, letting the heat soften you until you forget to worry, until you remember what it feels like to be truly alive. Its people are tough, resilient, always ready to laugh, and somehow they make you want to join them, no matter where you're from. In the end, Croatia teaches one quiet, radical lesson. It's not the places you travel that change you, but the freedom you allow yourself when you get there. Here, tradition and wildness live side by side. And if you're lucky, you'll find a little of both in yourself. Would you dare to live as boldly as the Croatians, to strip away what holds you back? Embrace Fjaka, or dance in the wild chaos of Pust? Drop your answer in the comments. Which part of Croatian life would you try first? And if this glimpse of freedom left you wanting more, don't miss our next journey. Life in Norway, the wealthiest Scandinavian country of stunning women. Trust us. If you thought Croatia was wild, Norway will rewrite your sense of wonder. Welcome to the global trail, where we blaze paths across our world.